Okay, welcome to Life Matters TV. Like I usually say that my stories, some are real life stories, while some are not. Some are just thoughts. We think about it, we decide to bring it to my audience. I decide to bring it to all of us. I use the word we because I believe we are together in this. We are learning, right? So now, in this particular episode of my today's episode of Life Matters TV is coming like a question. Now, this is the question. As a young lady, you got married to your husband. You just got married to your husband, right? And you guys have your plans after marriage, plans, how many kids to have, and the rest, so on and so forth. Now, you just had your first child. Let's say 2 to 3 years after your first child, your husband traveled. Okay, he traveled. And during the time, from the time he traveled to 5 years, you people have been communicating well, discussing like husband and wife, discussing like family. You know, in fact, you have been discussing. You have been calling, you have been chatting, you have been discussing. Then after 5 years, you stop hearing from your husband. You stopped hearing from him. That's why the fact that you stopped hearing from him, there's nobody else around you, from your family, his friend, that hears from him anymore. Nobody hears from him anymore. Nobody knows his whereabouts. There's nobody to go to ask of him. In fact, nobody have any details about him anymore. Nobody knows anything about him anymore. Excuse me. Okay, so now you start waiting, right? You start waiting for him. You've waited for like 5 years extra, making 10 years in that marriage. And your child will be about 8 years to 7 years, 7 years to 8 years, rather. Now, even the family, somehow, that first year to second to third year, you people will be eager, waiting anxiously to hear from him, hoping, in fact, let me use that word, hoping that he will eventually surface. Now, 5 years has gone by. Nobody heard from him. That eagerness, that willingness to wait, hoping that he will come back, he will surface, has started reducing. Even the family members have becoming tired of hoping that he will return. Now, extra 5 years again, making 15 years in that marriage. Now, at this point, your child has grown. You yourself, you are just there. In fact, you are also tired. You have become tired. And people are now coming for your hand in marriage. You are not having suitors. Even early the time the suitors start coming, you are still hoping that he will come back. Your mother-in-law, at least we are one of the people from the family that we are still encouraging you that you should hold on. And at this point now that it's 15 years, the woman also is tired of, encouraging you to wait. Doesn't know what to say about this situation again. Now your family wants you to remarry because people are coming. People are now coming to you, asking you out, wanting to see if you would want to marry them. Suitors are coming, let me put it that way. People are now asking to marry you. What will you do, my dear sister? I don't have any advice, nor do I have any comments. I don't have nothing. You understand? So my question is, if you are in this situation, what will you do? Will you remarry? If it takes like 20 years and he eventually did not surface, will you remarry? Tell us what you do. We are waiting.